Alright. Can I help you with something? This gentleman is looking for Olmsted Street.
Olmsted Street.
Okay, go up to the corner, take a left when you get to... up to the church.
Did you understand all that?
Yeah. Yes.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe, and I thank you for all the other people that have subscribed to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about Venus in the 5th house, not your natal Venus being in the 5th house. It's more for synastry purposes only. So I'm going to get into, if for an example your Venus falls into somebody else's 5th house or vice versa. So we're just gonna get right into the video. Okay, I'm so excited because it's been a while since I did a video. Okay, let me calm down. All right, so what I'm gonna be talking about is basically the Venus being in the 5th house synastry. Now, the first thing I've noted, just based on my experiences, their Venus actually fell into my 5th house. The first thing I did notice is that when that Venus falls into that 5th house, it's like the Venus person to me has total admiration for this person. Like there is like a connection with them where they feel like they put this person on literally a pedestal. Like I feel like they're very captivated by their beauty. Like I find that when the Venus person is in the person's 5th house, they find the person to be so beautiful, breathtaking, mesmerizing, just like blown away by their beauty. Other people could say differently, because other people would be like, well, I don't know what you're seeing, because this person is beautiful but they're not that beautiful. But because they're falling in that person's 5th house, you know, with pleasure and fun all together, it just is just like really exciting and thrilling at the same time. I remember specifically because there was a guy that every time I was around him, he would always say, and his Venus fell into my 5th house. I remember he always had a tendency to say, you make me feel good, you make me feel great, you make me feel like I could tackle the world, like some type of heroic hero in his life. Because I just felt like when we were around each other, we made each other feel equally good about one another. Like we would compliment each other equally, you know. Like I would always look at him and sometimes I would say, you really look good today, you know, like your clothing is on point, you look very handsome. I remember saying like, you know, you're shaving, like he had a really good shave. Like I remember seeing him, like this is like fast forward maybe a year ago, I remember, and then I ran into him like recently now, and I was like, wow, your beard actually looks incredible. Like shaved off beard, no beard on his, you know, face. And I remember looking at him and complimenting him and saying that you really did a good job as far as like shaving. Looks absolutely like great. Like he just looked it really great without the beard. Like he had it before, but without it he looked even more handsome. So I would say comments like that, and it would just literally, he would just soak it up and be like, oh my God, like you just made me feel good, or you just made my day. And it was just being around his presence too was very nice. I just like being around. I feel like also too was like more like a childlike, like you could just literally just be like a kid. I don't know, it was just more like free flowing, like just to do anything, you know what I mean? Like it was just like me and him, we could tackle the world and nobody, you know, be around us. Like sometimes I remember we would talk and we would talk for hours, that sometimes I would feel like I would lose track of the time, if that made any sense. Like I would have a conversation when I look at the time and I would be saying, well, oh, look at it, it's like 45 minutes has gone, and I wouldn't even pay any mind to it because I'd be so into his world as he was into mine, and it was just like we were so in sync with each other, and it was just a really high good feeling for being around each other, which was nice. I also feel like when you're with these two individuals, there are just moments where you feel, you just feel like there are moments where you don't see any faults in them too. Like, and if you do see any faults, you're very forgiven to forgive them, like instantly. Like if they've done anything wrong, you're instantly you'll just look at them, just, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you because I love you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you really feel like this connection is just very special with that special individual, like either romantic or friendship. Like, this is really good for romantic, definitely for romantic partners, for people that are couples. Absolutely just wonderful to be around because they're very compatible with one another, and because it's just magnificent to see the beauty within one of each other. You know what I mean? Like, you just had admiration for one of them. I don't feel too much. There's a lot of passion too, a lot of passion for one another. Like, you just feel like there's just like this attraction to one another that is very magnetic. When you're around each other, I just feel like it just feels like it's no other with the experience that is being felt. Like, I felt like there were some times where if I felt down and I didn't feel like I was having a good day, if I could be around the Venus person, it would just be very uplifting. Especially pay attention in these placements, especially if in the 5th house, if you're a first 5th house person and you have low self-esteem, when this Venus person comes in here, boy, will they, whoop, you're like, literally will feel like, literally like your confidence levels like through the roof, like ego all the way up there, high as a kite. So it's like a pick me up. So don't get too dependent on it, and depending on the placements, don't fall into like the moment where you're feeling like this person is like, I just like the people because this is like a feel good high person because of how much they make you feel good. And you can feel the energy around them too, because I feel like there are moments vice versa where I would be around the other person and they would feel not like they were having such a good day, but then when we would come together, it would just be like magic. You know what I mean? Magic to my ears, magic to my body, just making me feel good all the time. And it was just like, we have this understanding too when it comes down to conversation, like laughing and giggling and joking, and it's just like we could laugh for hours, like just, and the jokes, it's like endless jokes. I laugh, he'll laugh, she'll laugh, like it's just endless amount of jokes that come out. Like I just feel like it's more like a childlike, kid-like, but at the level it's just very fun, just all fun and like literally games all at the same time. I love this placement. I just love it too. And then I love just the moment by moment and second by second with this individual. So comment down below, please share your experience of having, you know, Venus and the 5th house synastry, or having, you know, yours or his or her placements, and just share your experience, because this is such a great, I feel like, loving experience, because I feel like they complement each other. You know what I mean? Like when they're together, it's like you can do no wrong, but at the same time you can have boils and just great fun. So that's my experience of literally having or vice versa, Venus being in the 5th house. Please let me know down below, share your experience, because it not only helps me, but it helps everybody else. Sometimes I may not comment, but I just look at the view just to see that you're sharing, and I really do appreciate it, because somebody else at the other end could be reading your comment and looking at like, wow, that's relatable, because I'm experiencing the same thing. So you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching, and thank you. Bye.